Thursday, May 12th, 2022. And although our best friend, the Princess of Arizona, Meghan McCain, has been relatively quiet on Twitter and has not responded to the Steve Schmidt tirades that he unleashed on her earlier this week. And then again on Sarah Palin. He went like full unhinged there for a few days, vowing that he would never let Sarah Palin hold an elected office again, which is pretty funny. But apparently she's running for Congress from Arizona. I mean, from Alaska. Anyway, is it Senate? Who can say? Anyway, so she did post a new article in the Daily Mail about the baby formula shortage, which I'm sure she blames Joe Biden for, but who needs to bother to read her bullshit? Do you know that on Mother's Day, she posted a photograph of herself holding baby Liberty, standing behind her father's gravestone, and in front of his gravestone, at the front of the photograph, she had propped up a copy of her book, the collectible, Bad Republican, with the hardcover. Just like, that's how you're going to advertise a book, and like literally standing on your father's grave. I don't think there could be a better like photographic representation of who Meghan McCain is and why she's a terrible person than that photograph. But an interesting thing happened today on The View. I have said over and over again, probably not on this channel, but that they will never mention her on The View, ever. Maybe when she dies, if that show is still on the air, they will give an in memoriam moment. But they're, at least while that current panel is on The View, they're not going to talk about her. They're not going to bring her up. They're not going to discuss anything that's going on with her. And today, when they were talking about Patti LuPone giving the gears to an audience member in a talkback after a performance of Company on Broadway, because the audience member was had the mask below the nose, and Patti just went off about put the thing over your nose and over your mouth. If you're not going to respect the people around you and the people on stage, then get the fuck out. And the woman responded with, in some point during the tirade, said, I pay your salary, which is just like, the epitome of the entitlement bullshit that these fucking Karens, exude on a regular basis. I pay your salary. No, you don't. But just because you contribute to the economy of whatever you're participating in, it doesn't mean that you then own the entire area around you. You still have to respect the people, the patrons that are sitting around you, the people that are performing on stage. Like, it's just common courtesy, and it's part of the deal. I agree, when I buy this ticket, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wear this mask. I'm not going to take any pictures. That's another whole thing. The photographs and video of Jesse Williams that were leaked because he's performing in a show called Take Me Out, which I saw the original of many years ago. And there's full frontal male nudity in the show. It's written into the show. He plays a baseball player who is coming out to his teammates and the press. And there's, locker room and shower scenes. And back in the day, it wasn't a problem, but for this particular revival, they make you lock your phone. You have to put your phone in a device that prevents you from actually using it during the performance, and then they unlock it when it's over. And so somebody, I don't know, all snuck in an alternate phone. I don't know what they did, but they took pictures and released video, and it's just fucking rude. I mean, he's got a nice dick, he's got nothing to be ashamed of, but like, you just don't fucking do that. This is a contract. You don't put the performers on stage in any more of a vulnerable situation than they're already in. You don't go attacking comedians. You don't go taking pictures and video of people performing on stage. And when you're told to wear a mask, you wear it properly over your nose and your mouth. It's just it's just part of the agreement about living in a civil society. You follow certain rules about health and protocol, and the safety of other people. So anyway, the woman had yelled back to Patti LuPone, "I pay your salary." And she responded politely about, "No, you don't pay my fucking salary. The producers pay my salary." But Joy Behar today on The View had a little moment where she brought up the fact that the patron said, "I pay your salary," and got all and said, "You don't say that to anybody. That's right up there with." She took a little beat, and then she said, "That's right up there with you're paid to listen to me," which is what Meghan McCain said to her one day when they were having a tiff on air, and Joy was not having it. And I'm sure that somewhere in the back there's an episode. I didn't bother to go look and find what day it was, but we talked about that, the fact that Meghan doesn't have the ability to listen, so she can't actually follow her own definition of what she's being paid to do, by telling Joy that. But anyway, it's the closest I think they've come to actually mentioning her, other than the fact one day when they were talking about the panel, and even though there's only 4 of them that are permanent, which is fine, they don't really need a 5th one, but anyway, they were talking about the internet leaks, and all the stories about them not getting along, and Joy said, "Oh, I love this panel." Now, they didn't love Meghan at The View.